Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone that rule well. So I taste to all that I can push in this word with sincerity and truth. Speckled birds, women, and children that's listening and learning. I want to say Shalom. My name is Probably coming at you again with another lesson. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And we're going to call this lesson today, Make Full Proof of Thy Ministry, all right? Make full proof of thy ministry. So what I mean by that is you are Israelite men. You have to present yourself in the eyes of the Lord, man, to show yourself worthy in the eyes of Yahweh Shai. This is a spiritual battle and a spiritual waste in yourself in this ministry. So when it comes to you doing this work in this ministry, you have to show the Lord, right? To prove yourself worthy in the eyes of the Lord, right? That's the whole purpose of you being in this gospel. You're not supposed to sit around and not do anything. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what you go through in this truth, or outside of this truth, right? You still got to teach and do the work and glorify the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because you are working out literally your own salvation in this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's so let's see. But like I said, you as an Israelite man, you got to prove yourself to the Lord. That's the whole point of you to be in this ministry and doing this work, right? No other reason is accepted. The only reason is to prove and to show yourself worthy to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's not about you. It's about Yahweh Shai and getting his work done. You know what I'm saying? Get his ministry across. Getting his word across. You know what I'm saying? Doing our job. Fishing for what? The elect. That's our purpose, man. Not entertainment. Not sitting around, not doing anything, twiddling your fucking thumbs and shit. Whether you do the works or not, that's on you, man. You know what I'm saying? We near the end of this thing, man. And you're not on your own time. You're literally on the Lord's time. All of us are. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of scriptures. This is 2 Timothy 4 and 5. It says, but watch thou in all things. God, watch thou in all things, man. Right? It says endure afflictions. So when you come to this truth, man, you're gonna go through afflictions, man. Trust me. It could be in the truth, outside of the truth. However the Lord set it up for you to play that situation out, you're gonna have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do afflictions, mentally, physically, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? This is a spiritual battle, a lot that the Lord set up for you to play out, and we got to play that out. There's no falling out. There's no giving up. There's no having doubts. There's no getting emotional. There's none of that. You still got to glorify Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and you got to teach. It says, do the work as the evangelist and make full proof of thy ministry. And that's the importance of this whole thing. You're making full proof of your ministry, man. To who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You're showing and proving yourself worthy in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So when you come to this thing, you don't just come to this thing and think that, oh, this sunshine, and I'm good, got a lollipop. You know, no, it get way more deeper than that, man. Way more deeper than that. You as an Israelite man are in this truth for a reason, man. The Lord set it up for you to preach this gospel for a reason. But again, it can also go either way. The Lord can have you set up to be in this truth for a certain time, and then what? He spew you out his mouth, get you the fuck up out of here, where he only lose you for a particular time. You know what I'm saying? Either draw another brother in. That could happen. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, mainly, you want to plan and hope that you make it into the end. You know what I'm saying? Because these times that we heading into, man, it's going to be really perilous time. We going to need Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We going to need the Lord. Trust me. This is 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unremovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. And that's what we got to be committed to, abounding in the work of who? The Lord. Being about the Lord's business, man. What the elders say, 24/7. Not once a day, not once every week, not once a month, 2 times. You got to make full proof of thy ministry. You got to be abounding in his work. This is for the Lord. This is his business. Whatever you're going through in your life, man, you can't let that stop you from glorifying the Lord. I don't give a fuck if you get put up as an example in this truth. You can't let nothing or nobody stop you from glorifying Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You're proving yourself to the Lord in this thing, man. Can't no man in this truth save you. You got to hold on to your own crown. You got to push through. You got to push through this, man. It says always abounding in the work of the Lord. This should be on your mind 24/7, 365 days of a year. Not what other things or what other people got going on. Fuck them. And what I mean by that is worrying about a whole nother man's crown. You already warned that individual and he don't want to do it, he fall out. Hey, pray for that brother and that the Lord can probably bring him back, and he probably be on twice as fire when he fell out. But that don't mean you got to fall out now because this individual fell out. But you got to still continue to preach this gospel, man. It says, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Your labors, your works, your time that you put into this thing, man, your minutes and your videos and outside preaching, those are your labors that you put in for the Lord, man. Those are the time that you put in for the Lord. So you want to put that in by all means. Then you don't want to have gaps in your ministry. One video here, one video there. And I'm talking to myself first and foremost. But you can do what you want to do. But know there's going to be consequences because we near the end of this thing, man. The Lord's going to say, depart me, ye who work iniquity. I never knew you. He going to tell your ass that. You didn't do, what have you done for the Lord? You as a particular individual, what have you done for the Lord? Don't want to get slothful in this thing, man. And I'm telling you again, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. You don't have to listen to me, you know what I'm saying? But know there's going to be consequences near the end of this thing, man. This is John 6:38. It says, for I came down from heaven, and this is Yahweh Shah speaking here. It says, for I came down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. So the will of Yahweh Shah, when he was sent on the earth, he was sent to do what? To fulfill the Lord's business, man. To fulfill the Lord's will. What was his will? To die for the nation of Israel so we can get that second shot, right? And the Messiah had to go through more turmoil than any brother, any elder. He had to put his life on the line, man. He was afflicted in the flesh, tormented in the flesh. He was rejected and despised by men. And he went through a lot. He had Herod the Great trying to kill him as a child. Man, he went through a lot. Man, the Israelites even tried to stone him because he said he was the son of the Most High, man. And John, the Messiah, went through a lot, man. He was rejected, despised by men. Plus, he had to put his life up on the line. He was afflicted, beaten, whipped, a thorn crown put on his head. No man in the truth would be able to do that, man. So Yahweh Shah was doing that. We call ourselves coming in that same stead as Yahweh Shah, right? We got to go through the same bruising as Yahweh Shah went through, man. His was way worse than ours, though. He had to put his life up on the line. He had to do all that and put his life on the line. Through all that turmoil, affliction, and flesh, he had to put his life up on the line as well. Even the apostles did. You had Bartholomew, right? He was skinned alive. These men went through hell, man. Hella shit. You had Herod Agrippa the First behead Apostle James. When you go to Acts, I think 12:1, he was beheaded by Herod Agrippa. He was executed and put to death. Right? So you're going to go through things in this truth, man. And I'm just saying, Yahweh Shai, he went through way more turmoil than any one of us. And he still didn't speak no guile. I think when you go through 1 Peter, he didn't speak no guile out of his mouth. Even though he went through all the afflictions and turmoil in the flesh, he didn't speak no guile with his mouth. He still stayed faithful in the Lord and kept on pushing. Job, he went through a lot. He stayed faithful to the end. You got to be bound in the work of the Lord. It's about the Lord's business, man. It's John 6:38. It says, for I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but for him that sent me. Who is that? The Heavenly Father sent by, he sent his son. He sent his only begotten son to this place, man. To do what? To do his will. Yahweh Shai had to do the Father's will. He had to put his life up on the line, man. He had to do that. That was his life. He had to do that, man. This is John 4:34. Yahweh Shai said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. That goes to us. We all got to do the will of the Lord, man. We came in to be Hebrew Israelites. You claiming to be a Hebrew Israelite in this truth. You can't be slothful. You can't be sluggard. And you can't be putting these things off, man. Whatever it is you're going through, man, that's tearing you down, man, rebuke that shit. Pray to the Lord, rebuke that shit, and keep on pushing, man. Keep preaching the gospel of Yahweh Shai, man. Keep praying to the Lord, man, constantly. Because we in some times that you don't want to be a dude that fell out of this thing, man, and Now you're near the end of this thing, and you're trying to come back, and it's too late. That's why I say, Terry, not to turn to the Lord. You can't be doing that, man. You got to do the will of the Lord, no matter what the hell you're going through, man. You got to keep pushing and teaching this gospel, man. This 2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brother, give diligent to make your calling and election sure. How do you give it? You got to study. You got to constantly study. You got to constantly be reading. You got to constantly give the Lord your time, man. That's doing the work there by studying. By praying. You know what I'm saying? That's still doing the work, because you still doing the will of the Lord. Prayer, you know what I'm saying? Praying for brothers and studying, you know what I'm saying? Praying for the brotherhood, going out to camp faithfully, you know what I'm saying? All these things, man, charity, this all faith, we proving ourselves to who? The Lord. It says, wherefore the latter, brother, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. So if you do these things, you should never what? Fall. And there you go. Again, man, if you're doing this work for the Lord, man, this James 1:22, it says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. You got brothers in the truth that say that I'm not a prophet, and they don't teach, right? But you still got to do something. You got to bring something to the table. You just can't sit there and not do nothing. That's crazy. Remember, this is your crown that just you are trying to hang on to, man. Nobody in this truth can hold on to that crown and hold on to yours at the same time. No, you can't do that. You can't be putting off this truth and making excuses why I can't do this and I can't do that. No, that's bullshit. It says, if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in the glass. Right? So you have a jar, and these stores are glass jar with a lid on it, right? You store stuff in there to you know what I'm saying, sugar, flour, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you put in there to store it, right? But on the spiritual sense, which are labors, you got nothing there. You got a glass jar, you got an empty jar of glass with nothing in it. That's your work, nothing. You got nothing in there. You got no works. That's not a good spirit to be in. And it's like James 1:24. It says, behold, behold him himself, and he goeth his way, a straight way, and forgetting what manner of man he was. He said, verse 25, whosoever looking into the perfect law of liberty and continue therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in all his deeds. And that's the point. If you're doing the work and if you're doing the ministry for Yahweh Shem Shah, this truth is about the Lord, man. So you're working out your own salvation, man. As the scripture says, seek out thy own salvation. You're working out the salvation with faith, with fear, and trembling. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we do things, with faith. That's how we pull through, man. Right? That's the only way we're going to pull through, man. So I continue, brothers, to pray. You know what I'm saying? When you feel yourself falling short, call the brother up. You know what I'm saying? So he can give you some encouraging words, you know what I'm saying? Encouraging scriptures, man, to lift you back up, to build you back up. That's why we had a brotherhood here, man. So, man, examine yourself and seeing, man, if you in this truth, are you slacking and you falling off, man? And push that shit off and get this work done, man. Make your call and election sure. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. And I say, Abba, Shalom.